Hello, this is Level 100 Laudius, and I'm going to be showing off two mods I've been working on. A radar warning receiver mod, and a sound replacement mod for the AIM-9 slash Stinger based weapons inside of Arma 3. So the radar warning receiver mod, what it does is it changes the sounds for all faction aircraft, so Bluefor, Op4, Greenfor. It gives them their own sound. Bluefor is the most in-depth, whereas Greenfor and Op4 are less in-depth, but that might change in the future. I just need examples of everything, and I only have examples of Bluefor. Greenfor, I can change that to my will, but it just depends. But basically, what the mod does is for, on the Bluefor side at least, every aircraft that has a missile warning system will get a different, well, unique missile launch tone. Whereas every aircraft that can detect a radar missile being fired at them has different tone for every type of radar missile inside of the game. The missile warning tone, if the aircraft can do it, will always play, whereas the radar tone is only for the aircraft that can detect radar type missiles and for the obviously radar-based missiles. Right there you can hear the first beep, or first 8 beeps really, and that's for the missile warning system. This does it for all IR-based weapons inside of Bluefor aircraft. Do it again, turn back in towards the Integris on the ground. Should be hearing it shortly again. And dove the other missile to the ground. So yeah, very simple. Any type of missile is fired, you will hear that missile warning tone. And now if I switch this to, don't mind the add-on planes, I am running this modded. Just makes my life a lot easier if I run everything modded. That way I can show off everything that I have. And if, I know I said this at the beginning, but if you're wondering why I'm starting on the ground, it's because there is a issue with the mod pack that I have where if you start in a vehicle, your head will be above the vehicle. It's really annoying. So we're targeting me to the garrison that starts. But the first beep you heard was obviously the radar system locking on. And then when a missile launch was detected, the code that's inside of the add-on scans the missile that's being fired, the aircraft that did it, and the aircraft that's being targeted to see what it wants to play. Really the only code that really matters is the missile that's being fired. If it's the correct type of missile, then it will play the correct type of sound, pretty much. So the R77, the AIM, AMRAM-D, AMRAM-C, the long-range point defense system on the carrier, which any other modded missile I want to put in, then again, I don't have the speed for that, will have their own set of tones. Where instead of this guy being inside of a Shikra, oh, I don't know where the fuck he went. I'll deal with that later. I will do a Griffin, which has the AMRAM-C, Make a fighter pilot. Make it super easy. With AMRAM-C. You notice when it gets fired, you'll have a different tone than that of the R77 adder, or whatever it's called. Ooh, just barely missed that one. And now he's probably gonna, yep. Burn off all the energy. But, like I said, for the Bluefor at least, every type of radar-based missile has their own sound. And now I can test Greenfor based aircraft versus Bluefor. So I will make this guy be in his aircraft and up in the air. And this will play into a bug with the aircraft, but I don't really care at this point. It's the same difference really. It just kind of makes it really cool. And it's like this little stuff. And that is Greenfor. It's pretty much all Greenfor has. There's really no difference between the rest of it. Now Redfor, or Op4, pretty much is. Takes Chikra. Spawn off the air, still has that error, but oh well. Black Wasp. So yeah, and that's Redfor. You can see an inspiration that I had with everything, but for all of the warning receiver stuff is either taken from HUD footage, so the Op4, or it's been not necessarily taken from HUD footage other than the Op4, but kind of made the same type of sound, or it's all handcrafted. Because I know mainly the Bluefor radar warning receiver is mostly beeps. That's all it really is, beeps. You can kind of see this with Vietnam where, you know, still pretty primitive back then, but it's still the same concept. And now I'll mainly be focusing on showing the AIM-9 stuff. So I'll just make 2 aircraft, doesn't really matter against who, about 2 clicks apart. Make it super simple. And so the AIM-9 replacement goes for all AIM-9 based weapons. Single based weapons. And he's dead. But just to go over that again, explaining it. So for AIM-9 stinger based weapons, what I did is the lock tone, so locking has the default growl that you expect from out of a AIM-9 receiver. That higher pitched tone is going from HUD camouflage, where this is uncaged, pretty much. But its tone of the AIM-9 makes when it's uncaged has the actual proper lock. And he has a chance to evade, he's dead. So that's pretty much the gist of it. But what I've done was, all this so far has been vanilla aircraft, so the Black Wasp, the Griffin, Shikra, all that stuff. What I did also do is all of the add-on aircraft that the pack mainly uses, so COP and RHS. I've also done the add-ons to that, with the exception of the radar warning receiver to the Russian Federation, because they have their own sounds already. I don't really want to mess with it, and there's already still a bug right now where I'll find it real quick. For the H-64D, so the Apache, my radar warning receiver half works right now. It plays all the code correctly, but it doesn't replace the sounds properly for the aircraft. Basically what it does is it replaces the locking tone for all, well, being locked on. It replaces that tone. And then when you get a missile launch, it's supposed to have no actual incoming missile tone under the aircraft CFG, and instead goes to a different code that does all the stuff that it needs to do. But like I said, for the Stinger-based stuff, so your ground-based anti-air support. So I've done this for RHS, CUP, as you can see here. So I'm just going to separate them out. Damn it. You have that. Avenger. Linebacker. So those are all CUP. RHS right here. You have your Stinger, a guy, pretty much. So a specialist carrying Stinger on his back. You have your... Alright, that's still CUP. You have your Stinger turrets. So manpad, not a manpad. This is a non-man portable air defense system. It's stationary. So manpad, stationary AAA, linebacker. So all these ground units will also have the change to it. Whereas all the planes that come into everything for Stinger is changed. So the F-22, the A-10, it's A-10D, right? But our units, it's Army, A-10C, US Marine Corps for CUP, Harrier, F-35B. All of these have their own special stuff. And Army is Czech Republic. Actually, no, that one shouldn't. If I remember correctly, that one is based off of OPFOR stuff, so it shouldn't actually have its own special thing. But all of these do, and I know for a fact the helicopters that have Stingers, so not under NATO. I'm pretty sure you can put Stingers on the Apache if I remember correctly, so that one should. I know also that the H-1Z definitely does. Tested it earlier. Same thing with that Apache. Basically the gist. All the aircraft and all the ground-based weapons have the AIM-9 / Stinger-based sounds. And I'll demonstrate that real quick, where I'll put a special little helicopter that gets to get shot down. Doesn't really matter what it is, but you know. Let's say put a click and a half out, up in the air. So yeah, pretty simple. Locking. That familiar growl. Then when it's locked on, you have that, you know, uncaged sound for the AIM-9. It's hit and it's going down. Pretty simple. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Goes for the Redfor receiver and the AIM-9 / Stinger based weapons and all the sound replacements of that. I am still currently in development of it because there are still certain bugs I'm trying to get kinked out, and then also any adjustments that people think that I should make, or if I should add some of this stuff to Greenfor weapons. And that's pretty much it. Also, sound, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it so it's changeable by the client in order to change the actual volume of the sound as needed. But all this is client-sided, so no matter what happens with this, it doesn't affect anyone else on the server, it just changes the sounds for you. That's pretty much it. Signing out.